Alrighty, guys, welcome to the first ever podcast show of Entrepreneur Weekly. We have the one and only, my good friend, Big Mike Tyson heavyweight in the Albuquerque business game, Dipo alum. Dipo, tell him what's up, man.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Glad to be here.
So we're just gonna ask, Dipo a few things, and he's gonna share with us kind of his entrepreneur story, how he got to where he is now, because not too many people really get to see the journey there. You see the finished product, but not a lot of people really get access to the journey that it took to get there. So Dipo, first of all, man, where are you from, brother? How did you get here? How are you doing today, man?
Hey, guys. So my journey actually started back in Indonesia. I've been here in United States about 13 years. I was born in Indonesia. I came here when I was 17. And yeah, I just been traveling all over the world because actually I've been chasing the dream of becoming a soccer player. I got the opportunity to play in Europe, in Netherlands. I came here. I was joining the Chivas USA Academy. I got my green card in 3 years. I got my citizenship, and from that time, I just decided I was 23 years old, so I decided to stop. I just stay focused on entrepreneurship. I take over businesses. I just start moving from there. And my background actually, yeah, I mean, I started literally from. I know people gonna say it's like I'm self-made. I literally came here from nothing. I got no family, no friends. $400 in my pocket. I gave all my money to my parents. I told them I'm not gonna kind of like asking for more or anything because I know that I have to be ready to build myself up, to build my characters in order for me to be successful. So I came here. I was 17, no friends, no family. I got my backpack, my soccer ball, and I didn't even know whoever actually gonna pick me up at the airport in Los Angeles, LAX. They picked me up. We stay in an apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, 1 bathroom with 13 people. So that was my first one in Chinatown. And yeah, from that time, just keep moving.
Hold on, let's talk about that real quick, man. So you're 17 years old. You're staying in a house with 13 people.
Not a house, apartment.
Apartment. How many bedrooms was that?
It's 2 bedroom and 1 bathroom. So I mean, we literally just sleep in the living room. They just put like a single bed that we gotta share, just pretty much like you can't even move.
So and at this time, so you're just playing soccer, or were you still going to like school, or what was kind of your main gig at this time?
So I came actually with the international student visa. So that's my visa, and then I actually got approached when I was in Netherlands to play in Chivas USA. It was their first year, so they invited me to play here. But the difference is I didn't know that United States, they didn't pay you unless you got your paperwork, everything, like social security, working permit, all of that. So I was just like, okay, I didn't know after 3-4 months I've been in States. So I literally like brought $400. I made it for the team, and I thought they're gonna pay me right away, but they told me the situation. But I was too ashamed actually just to go back home, thinking like, oh, people gonna think like he just go home, he failed. So I told myself, I told my family, I told my friends, I'm not gonna go back home until I know that I'm becoming somebody. So by then, actually, my first job, I was becoming a dishwasher at the like Chinese buffet. It's 2 hours from Los Angeles. It was my Thanksgiving vacation from school, so I just went there working probably about 13 hours a day for the whole 2 weeks, and then I only get paid for $750. Now I know how you get ripped off by Chinese.
Dang, man, that's crazy. And at this time, so you're living in LA. You said it's about 2 hours from your job.
Yeah.
How did you manage to get there, man?
I mean, literally, I took the bus everywhere. I took the bus everywhere, and then I just been blessed. That's how I'm saying like I'm God's mate instead of self-made, because literally God lined up the right people. I just sit down on the bus stop, and then people just say, "Dude, you need a ride," and they just give me a ride. I got people from church gave me a ride all the time to my soccer practice. Just with that $750, I gotta pay rent, pay school, and literally I gotta go everywhere. Sometimes just running. I used to run for like 18 miles a day to go where I was, and probably like sleep like 2 3 hours. There was even one point I missed the bus after work, and then I gotta sleep in the bus stop, and that just kept shaping me, you know. And the next day, just went back to the mall, shower in a literally like shower in a, you know, in the restroom, in the bathroom, in the mall, and that's the mall that I still keep going like every single time I go to LA, just like to show me there where I was started, count my blessing, and where I'm at right now is just all just God's glory, you know.
And at this point in your journey, how, you know, because you're still playing soccer, you're still kind of, you know, your mindset's still in trying to become a professional soccer player. When did your kind of mindset, even if it was, you know, from a young age, when did you know eventually you were going to be either, you know, a business owner or just an entrepreneur in general, of, you know, kind of being like your own boss or your own person?
I honestly know that, you know, since I was actually still chasing the dream of soccer, I always even work. I was selling pretzel, you know, at Wetzel's Pretzel. I got people just come up to me like, dude, are you the owner? Or like, you work like you're the owner. And I just keep telling people, keep praying for me. I will be one day, you know. And people just keep telling me that wherever I am, I was working at the waitress, you know, as a waiter at the Japanese restaurant, you know, wherever I go, and people just keep telling me that you have something that just like gonna keep leading you along the way. And I was just like, thank God. But at the same time, like you're asking me, actually I was focusing on soccer. And then until I decided, I was 22, I was called back home to play for national team again. I got the opportunity to sign up for the pro, but you know, I already got the green card of United States, so I was staying there for 5 months. And you know, one more month, either, you know, I pretty much stay in Indonesia again for good, or I went back home, staying there, and then came back here to United States, but without any green card. So I pretty much go back to becoming like international student. So by then, I mean, I always pray, you know, I'm always grateful. I always tell myself everything works together for my own good, because God kept leading me. I pray one time, I just pray, God, if this is your will, just let me wear national team jersey one more time. If this is not your will, let me know. I'll be back wherever you want me to. And then I was staying there 5 months, you know, from selling fries, selling pretzel, go back home. You got like people chasing you around, asking for signature. You feel like you're the man. And, you know, in those 3 4 months, I start losing myself again. I feel like I don't bring any value to other people. I play for myself. I play because I want to be famous. I want to be rich. But I don't feel like I bring any value to other people. You know, I was just like, I'm losing myself. And, you know, I made the decision. I asked my parents and my dad, like, you know, why didn't you just go back home? You know, that's why the funny thing, he said, why didn't you just go back home? And I was like, this is home. They were like, no, why didn't you go back to States and see what you feel? And by that, you decide. So instead of signing the pro contract back home, I was just like, you know, all right, I'm going to move again to United States. I'm going to stay there, see how it is. And I came back to United States for like a week. And then actually the Football Association, FIFA, banned the whole Indonesian soccer because they actually still owe a lot of money to all the players. So by then I was just like, and exactly, I only wear the jersey one time for the friendly game. Right before the Asian game, I wear that jersey one time. The soccer got banned, and that's it. By that point, I was just like, okay, God, this is it. And it's just weird. You went back straight to work. Guys, would you like to try a sample of our fries? You know, after you're like, I just play over there, just practice 2 hours, you can make like $500-600, just like kicking the ball for practice, you know. So, but again, that's how got humble again. I'm ready. I was like, you know what? This is your will. Let it be done. And that's the time that I already know no more soccer. I still play for fun, but I know that this is not the willingness of God. I've been trained. I've been shaped for my you know, to be disciplined, to chase my dream, to push the limits, and I learned all of that from soccer, and I just apply it now in business instead of, you know, a lot of people, even like sometimes people around me, like, how you do this, how you do that, they see fear. I see faith, because, you know, I see by faith, because when people don't see the opportunity, I always see it like, okay, because you're being lazy, then I'll take over that chances. If you're being scared or being fearful because you think it's too hard for you to do that, then I'll take that chances, you know, because that's just how I am, you know. And yeah, that's the time I went back. Those 5 months, actually, the potato corner, I was running it about 2 years, I believe, 2 3 years, yeah. And then there were all the sales going down, and it's about time. So I went to talk to my boss that time. Now he's becoming my partners. So I just told him like, hey, I want to get my ownership, and he was like, how and how much? I was like, I want 50, and he was like, what? I was like 50. So we're like equal partner, and he didn't give it to me. He was just like, you know what? It doesn't work. I was like, okay, no hard feeling. You've been paying me. I've been working hard building up your business, and I'm taking off. So I already got a job in Dallas. There's the thing about me. I always have a plan B, plan C lined up in case one plan doesn't work. So there's the thing that sometimes in life, sometimes people want to give it all. Yeah, you give all your best, but you still gotta have plan B. It's not because you are being scared or you don't have enough faith to make it happen. No, your plan B is supporting your plan A. Your plan C is supporting your plan B. It's not because you feel like your plan A is gonna be fail. No, it's supporting, your previous plan.
And then just kind of backtrack a little bit. How did you feel in terms, the night before when you knew, okay, you know what, like I've been working my ass off. I've been doing everything I could for this, for this boss of mine. I'm going to ask him for ownership tomorrow. Like what goes through your head at that time? Is it like fear? How do you kind of like mentally prepare yourself for a situation like that?
The way that I look at things is everyone is replaceable. That's always going to be. People have to realize that everyone is replaceable. But one thing about me is I know my value. Even though I might be replaceable, but it's going to take some time for me to be replaced. It's going to take him some time to find someone else that give it all, and just being honest, having integrity to do whatever it takes. And that's why when I told him that day, I wasn't even worried or anything. I just told him like, there's no hard feeling. I think I deserve it because I've been build up the business. Because you take me out of the equation, you take me out of the store, you're done. Simple as that, you're closing down. That's all I told him. So when I asked that 50%, the difference is when you lose money, I lose 50% of my own money, plus I gotta work for free. So what are you scared about? So you're gonna own your 50%, which is bigger than 100% what you do right now. So that's what I tell him, and again, he said no. I was like, okay, no hard feeling. I got the plan. Supposed to moving to Seattle. Dallas also offering the job, and he just told me like, you know what, let's try one more month. And that month we actually did really great, and he was like, okay, let's do it. So from that time moving on, we just keep increasing. The sales been growing big, and we actually opening 5 more locations of Potato Corner. But again, the difference is me out of the equation. So I tried to set up the team, but the store is in Louisiana, in Alabama, in Farmington. So I go over there. It's kind of like one-man show. It's like I go over there, I can do a lot of things, and when I'm gone, what's gonna happen? So that's the reason that I learned, instead of setting up one-man show, you're setting up a team. Because there's no way that you can build up a legacy unless you have the right people around you that support you, that have the same drive, same vision to make it happen. So that's the reason that even right now, we just took over the Potato Corner in Houston. I bring the whole team of Paleta Bar, and it's been challenging because I only can go over there once a month. When I go over there, I know the number that I can hit. But there's time that you gotta take to mentor people, to build people up. You gotta, sometimes the owners, as business owners, sometimes they don't realize that they just not gonna grow overnight to be me or to be you or to be like people in the same field for the whole 12 years. It's gonna take them some time to be there. But the difference is who gonna guide them. If the owner never gonna show up, if the owner don't have sense of ownership to take care of these people, the business never gonna be successful. Simple as that.
And that's one of the things that you talk about a lot. I remember you mentioning, you can have the concept, you can have the product, but if you don't have the people, your business is never going to grow. And you're a true testament of that, because again, you kind of build up your legacy through helping others out. And now actually with the Paleta Bar, you're able to kind of, this is one of the ways that I got started. So these guys basically, instead of wanting to take over everything themselves, they want to help those people that are hopeful entrepreneurs and want to move into that life, become actual entrepreneurs. So talk about a little bit about that, man, and how you guys are able to kind of take that decision and not be like greedy like other people would be, in terms of like, I have these good people, I'm gonna work them forever and not pick up the whole money instead of building them up.
So everything is about bringing value in others. So the real leaders is creating more leaders. So if you can set people up for success, for me that's the real succeeds. So that's what we do as a company like Paleta, Bar, Spring Roll, in any future company that we have, because we want people sorry we want people to know that there's no dead end job. As long as you put yourself, like do your whatever the best possible, keep doing your best, keep being your best, there's never gonna be dead end job. The reason it's become a dead end job because you make it so you can make it alive by putting life into it, by putting your 100% efforts, whatever you do. You sell fries and be the best freaking potato guy. You sell pretzel, I'll be the best pretzel guy. That's what I was telling myself. Whatever God put me, I'm gonna be the best of it. I'm gonna be the best of myself, because if right now people are like, oh, you're the founder, yeah, but if I have to sell all over the gym, I have to walk around with my employees showing them how to get it done, I'll get it done. Because that's the mindset of the real leader. You lead by example, you're creating more leaders. Right now, this is the time that people so excited to have so many followers, so excited like, oh, I got 100,000 followers, but you don't bring value in them. You try to make money out of them, but you don't bring value in them. You try to like, okay, if I sell product to them, what can I get? But that's business, of course, don't take me wrong, that's business definitely, but can you bring value in them by giving your best through your products, through who you are, through what your company offer to them? Because like I was mentioning to you, that's how we are as a company, because we want to create more leaders. We see great people that sometimes don't get that opportunity, and we want to be the one that can build up people, can give them opportunity. Because myself, if no one ever helped me during the time 12 years I'm here, during the time that my early age, that 17, I barely spoke English, no one gave me right, no one gave me food, no one gave me tips out of nowhere. I always see like that's God's way. So there's never going to be self-made people, because without people giving you a job, without people pay your salary, without people buying you food, without people even as simple as just make your day feel better, there's never going to be you. So there's never going to be self-made people. I don't believe in that, because at one point in life you being helped. Your parents help you pay for your school, buy your book, then you're not self-made. Simple as that. So we want to be that kind of company. We want to be that kind of people, whatever we can help. But again, at the same time, we don't want to give away free money, because I don't believe in that too. Because why you gotta spoil adults or like teenagers when they they have 2 hands, 2 feet, they have strong body, they can hit the gym night and day, instead of hitting the gym 4 hours a day? Why don't you just cut 2 hours and the other 2 hours put your extra work? Simple as that. There's nothing wrong about being healthy, but it is wrong when you put your priority in the place that you're not supposed to be. Unless you want to be freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger, you want to be like freaking bodybuilder, that's your dream, then chase it. But don't complain that I cannot live, or I cannot do it here and there. Because if you want to make it happen, you can still go to the gym and work. If you gotta sleep less, then put work to it, instead of asking all around the town, asking, hey, can you sponsor me? Can you give me free money? Bro, you got 6-pack, you got a freaking big bicep, you can even work. Come on, man,
Yeah, no, that's a big thing right there. I completely agree with that point. And it's kind of funny that you say that, man, because like culture nowadays, since entrepreneurship has become like a cool thing, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Everybody wants to be their own man, their own their own business. And so I think, too many people are trying to get rich so quick that they forget to enjoy the process. They forget that you have to be real with people. You have to take care of people. And, you don't do that by not having integrity. So again, how many people, for example, have come up to you and asked you to mentor them and asked you to support them on whatever they're doing without them having any drive of themselves. They're always just asking, like, again, for that free money.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I got that a lot. People hey, can you mentor me? I was like, of course, whatever I can help. But this is the thing. I'm not going to go to them, hey, bro, do you want to meet up? Hey, bro, do you need any advice? No. I mean, you want me to mentor you. It means you got to look for me. You got to ask what I can do to help you to move up in life. What can I do to put value in yourself? Second of all is I did offer people, hey, let me mentor you. But, those people not going to see any value in what we offer because it's free.
Yeah.
Because I'm not charging people. I know some people like, hey, dude, I'm charging $10,000 for mentorship. I was like, for me, that's BS. These people barely started and you're charging that much. Same thing too. Like, some people just want to be like, oh, I can make you rich. You cannot make everybody rich unless they want to be rich. Simple as that. You can try so hard to make people like learn so many things. Like us, we're kids. If your parents want to push you like study here and there, but if you don't want to study, you don't want to be better, it's all just going to be like a waste, It's all just because you don't see value that you're going to put in yourself. You don't see that it's actually going to be a good for your future, Because there's, like right now, there's so many ways to make money. Simple as that. Real estate is hot. E-commerce is hot. Drop shipping is hot. Like a lot of places to make money. But ask yourself this. Is this the legacy that you're going to build? Is this something that you can look in about 10 years? Money come and goes. It's just like stock market. People before like hitting stock market. But I told people, might as well you just go to the casino.
Yep.
Put your money in a blackjack table. It's pretty much the same thing, but it's even faster money. If you lose, you lose. But there's not a legacy that being built up overnight. Some people start showing, oh, I make drop shipping, I make this, I make selling cars, I make selling house, I make 200,000 in a month. I was like, that's good for you. But what you gonna do with that 200,000? You're just gonna keep doing what you're doing, but it's not legacy. Your kids just gonna know you by real estate, of course. But if you don't build up legacy by having your own, real estate company, by building up your own thing, because money come and goes. But if you don't put value in yourself, you don't put value in people, that money is just gonna be like a waste, It's nothing. No one gonna remember who you are. They remember you being rich, but they don't remember you being useful for others. There's not the life that I personally want to live for, like all the people or entrepreneur that I mentor, because that's just a waste,
Yeah, and that's very true, man. Like I said again, bro, I keep repeating this because there's so many freaking people out there, and I see this on my social media. Even now, that I took a little bit of ownership of one of the stores. People are like, well, how'd you do it, man? Like, you met the right people and they gave you everything and they handed everything out to you. But they don't understand, what the bigger picture is. Like I'm 23 years old right now. You're 31, right? Or you're about to be 31?
I'm 31 next year, man. I'm 30 still.
Sorry, guys. He's already looking old, man. Those jeans are looking rough. But no, and that's a big age difference, man. And so, for a person like me or a person that's this age to aspire to be where you are now, you have to understand there's so many years of learning to come. There's so much, like, you literally have to have like 1,000% patience, because we tend to get caught up in trying to do everything so for everybody. It's not for me. You see so many kids nowadays, 16, 17, taking pictures with Lambos, taking pictures, in mansions, and all they're doing, literally, they'll pull up, take a picture, and leave, And so it's very easy to try and impersonate somebody that you're not, or to try to do something that you really won't be proud of, And again, that's the reason why I think, so many people can relate to you, because they're trying to build a legacy. They're trying to do something else, bigger than themselves. So can you talk a little bit about, kind of your next steps, after you've already built a successful company? Like, how do you maintain it? How can you keep pushing forward in order to, keep growing as a person, even though you've already hit kind of like, the pinnacle?
So one thing is this: if you stop struggling, if you stop suffering, then you stop growing. Simple as that. So right now, even though we are where we are right now, we keep struggling. We keep having conflicts, me and my business partners, because I keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing. I told them, you guys want to stop? You guys can stop. I will never, because I know that there's so much more in life that I can achieve, but at the same time, this is not the best of me yet. So you ask yourself this, every single person: if you think you're in your comfort zone, if you think when you wake up in the morning you can just chill, or if you think when you wake up in the morning you feel like, shoot, what am I gonna do? Then you stop growing. Unless you're in vacation, of course, all of us gotta keep the life balance. But if you not struggling, if you don't have to be worried about anything in life, especially like as an entrepreneur, if you don't know like, oh, how I'm gonna get from here to get there, it means you're stuck. When you're stuck, just get ready. It means someone else gonna take away what you have. It means someone else gonna build up the legacy the foundation that you already build up for your legacy. They're just gonna take it away and they're gonna build up theirs. So that's how I look at it. Like, you see, like with Paleta Bar, we can chill right now, but we're never gonna chill. Like me personally, I'm never gonna chill. I'm gonna have so much conflicts with my business partners because I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep suffering. I'm gonna keep struggling, but I don't focus on that. I focus on me being better every day, because I know by me being struggling, it means I'm getting stronger. By me being suffering, it means I'm gonna get smarter, because I have to start thinking, instead of selling $200-300 upselling, now how in the world I'm gonna start selling 200,000, 150,000 as a brand, make others see my vision, make all these employees see my vision, see the growth in the company as their own growth, because they're actually being involved in the company, so they can keep giving their best. How I can build them up, instead of taking salary as a manager, become an entrepreneur that willing to take the loss or take the full profit, because that's what we are about as the company. Because the only way that our city, our state, our country can be better when everybody stop taking salary, everybody start growing as a company, because you're creating more jobs creating more opportunities, and then by then you just gonna create more entrepreneurs. Just we don't have to be worried about having all those homeless people or anything, because even homeless can find a job, because they can just start selling jerky on the side. I give them jerky, let them sell jerky, let them sell alkaline water on the street. I'll give them that. But sometimes it's not easy, because they're gonna struggle. Instead of just asking for a handout, now they gotta sell, because that's the real deal. Is you keep struggling, you keep suffering, which means you're in the right path, because you keep growing. Simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, there's not going to be any, at least in the entrepreneur world, everybody would tell you there's no easy days. Like you said, once you start getting comfortable, once you start, stop pushing, there'll be another person kind of.
It can be easy when they screw other people. When entrepreneur tell you it's gonna be easy money, easy that, it means they're screwing other people. Simple as that.
So like all these internet gurus that will basically show you how to be an entrepreneur, like they offer you a certain service for a certain amount of money. Like what do you think about all that culture popping up, man? Especially with like social media and all that stuff kind of like backing it.
I mean, they've been doing a lot of things in life, of course. I'm still learning, like a lot of people, also social media and everything I can learn from, of course. But me personally, I'm not gonna pay nobody like to take the course like that, because that's what I do. In order for me to help people or mentor people, give them business advice. I'm helping them out for free. Because again, like I was telling you earlier, these people not rich. These people barely about to start it business. These people barely try to be an entrepreneur. If they're a millionaire, then I don't feel bad you're charging them. But they barely started. They barely try to, you know, get the experience, grasp the understanding of being an entrepreneur. And I don't know, I just don't see that being useful for me, because you can read so many books, but if you don't put action behind it, there's just nothing. Like faith without action is that pretty much like that. You can learn so many you want, like on a course, this, there. Like, of course, there are famous people, there are like people already being successful. But for me, like Jonathan was mentioning to me, Henry in the past, like you see Gary V, that's the guy that you can learn from, because if he wants to charge people, he can, but he didn't do that. I believe in that because it's about giving back. It's about building up a legacy. I wanna know myself that I'm not gonna lose myself over money, even though I know I need money. I can make money. I can sell. I can mentor people. Just, hey dude, you can just charge me like $10 an hour. It's still like $20 in 2 hours, but why would you do that? If you can help them out, then let them out. Like if they one day they become successful, I know that I'm being a part of their journey. I know that I'm offering something out of myself for their success. That's the real success for me.
Yeah, there you have it, folks. That's some true spoken words from the guru Dipo. But no, man. Just some final thoughts. Where do you see yourself in, let's say, about 5 years, in terms of personal growth, company growth? What's kind of like your 5-year action plan that you have put together?
As an entrepreneur, of course, I'm gonna have more brands coming up. God gave me the vision to be in the stage, to help others, to share what I've been going through. And God gave me the vision also with the plane. I don't even know how in the world I'm gonna buy a plane, but that's faith. I never know how in the world I'm gonna buy 2 cars or like buy a house, because I came here with $400. But just remember, God is able to do exceedingly abundantly beyond what even we ask or think of, because that's how faith. If it's never too big, then that's not faith. If your faith is just thinking, oh, I'm just gonna buy a neighbor house, then for me that's not faith. But that's just like a wish. Like I'm looking by faith. In 5 years, we're gonna launch Paleta bar nationwide. We're gonna do worldwide. By next year, I'm heading to Indonesia, bring the brand. We're gonna try to bring it over there. We're gonna try to bring it to Mexico, and then we have spring rolling, we have Folk Cup coming, we have all the cool stuff coming up. But I choose to be serial entrepreneurs, because I don't want people to think I just got lucky with Paleta bar brand, or us, we just get lucky with Paleta bar brand. No, we're gonna be serial entrepreneurs. We're gonna keep building up. We're gonna keep giving back to the community. Whatever God's plan is, I know that I will be successful. I know that I will build up my legacy. I know that I will create more leaders, more entrepreneurs, and all of them, one day they're gonna look back and they know that it's never gonna be dead end job. And my goals is not how many stores I'm gonna have, not how many houses I'm gonna have. I wanna make sure that all people that I mentor, people, the leaders, the managers that I've been coaching, I've been teaching, all of them actually can have their own brands, not a brand, brands. They are actually able to create their own companies. They are able to grow and be the best of them. That's my goals. And in 5 years, I'm looking at about 50 of those entrepreneurs gonna be able to be successful.
That's awesome, brother. Well, thank you so much, man. I do have some final questions here from some people. So we asked them on our Instagram. So let's see here. Jonathan Zamora, he wanted to know, what's your process for training employees? What kind of, what goes behind building, successful employees to be able to run, the multiple companies that you have?
Lead them by examples. When I say lead them by examples, you don't sell them lies. You don't sell them dreams. You sell your vision. you see where they can move up with you. Remember, with you. So when you move up, are you really gonna bring them to move up with you? Then you can create a successful employees because they know where you wanna go, they know where you're gonna take them, they know what you're gonna do for them. But the main point is they know that they're gonna be successful as long as you keep guiding them, and that's how you know that you can create a successful employees. Do not sell them lies, do not sell them dream, sell them vision, sell them faith, and I'm sure that they're gonna be successful as long as they follow.
Awesome. And then we have this guy by the name of Avenging Power. He said, ask him for me how much it is to join in part of the franchise or of either business. So he's talking about Potato Corner and Paleta Bar, I'm guessing.
I mean, Paleta Bar, as you guys see, is already all over social media. It's also on our website right now, thepaletabar.com, under licensing. Potato Corner, if you guys want, if he wants to buy 2 of the store we have, Coronado Cottonwood is actually on sale. We put it on sale for $650,000. I'll take it cash by tomorrow. And then Spring Rollin' right now. I mean, I think we still build up this company, but we got a couple people like the concept, they want to buy the brand. We haven't talked about it. We're probably gonna launch it next year. But whoever wanna comes first, whatever you got in the bank, you can just bring it, and then let's see what we can do with it.
I love that, bro. That was a good answer right there, man. As real as they come, bro. Dipo Alam is as real as they come. He will never hold anything back. The last one we have here is Miguel 522. Who's your favorite soccer player? It could be of all time. It can be of right now. Who's your favorite soccer player?
Always gonna be Dennis Bergkamp, bro. That's the reason.
Bro, I'm too young for that. I don't even know who that is, man. I thought you were gonna say like Messi or freaking Honda, bro.
No, bro. Yeah, I still watch all the Asian players, bro.
No, man. But what do you like about Bergkamp? What kind of attracts you to his style of play? I've seen some of his goals. He had this nasty goal that was on FIFA 06. I'm still a big gamer. I love playing FIFA. He did like a kind of like a backspin, like 360, and then hit it left foot. What kind of attracts his game to you?
Actually, the first game I was watching is Argentina against Holland. So he scored actually one nasty goal over there. We won like 2-1, and yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's just like the magical, like how all the kids right now looking at Messi and he's being magical. That was me, I think, growing up, just watch him and just being magical, playing for Arsenal, playing for Netherlands, and that's the reason that actually I started playing soccer. I always want to play in Netherlands, in Holland, because I always just want to see how I can be compared to him.
That's awesome, brother. Well, there you have it, folks. Big interview. This won't be the last one we'll be doing with Dipo. We'll definitely be in touch here pretty soon in the coming months, see what he's up to. I'm sure he's gonna be, building up brands again, coming up with new concepts, being a big impact on the community here in Albuquerque. One more thing, you also have a new concept, or it's a new brand by Build City ABQ. Just real quick, let's tell everybody what that's about and what your plans are for that brand.
So Build City ABQ is more like a movement. So I'm grateful. The last couple of months we started, actually, we got a couple of good friends joining, supporting us. I start helping out all entrepreneurs. Even until right now, we still do that. It's more like business advice, whatever I can help with. People that want to start a business, they're in business, that want to be elevated, they need any advice, any concept, that whatever I can help out with. But at the same time, we also want to reach out to all entrepreneurs, because I don't believe in one-man show. Again, like I said, I want to build City ABQ as the foundation of all entrepreneurs coming together, offering their advice to help people that just want to be started, or people that been entrepreneur, just like sharing our struggle, sharing our vision, and motivate all these kids to be entrepreneurs. And at the same time, we also we were selling all of our merchandise, and we donate 100% towards, like like we have a UNM Children's Hospital, we have Food Bank Road Runners. Actually, we just have two other organization that come in, is Desert Force Foundation, which is with the veterans. We donate money for them, and then for the the firefighters organization, same thing too. We want to help all the firefighters, first responders, that whatever we can do from the merchandise that we sell. I just been putting it up because we with the growth and everything, we've been busy, but whatever I can help, I still get people coming just for advice and everything. Whatever I can help, I would love to, but we still gonna do Build City IBQ, because it's all about us building each other up. The only way we can build up the city of Albuquerque.
That's awesome, brother. That is definitely a good thing you're doing there for the community, because Albuquerque's been on a downfall lately, man, and it's good that we still have people like yourself trying to do a difference and trying to make a difference in this community. So, alrighty, guys, we're heading out. Bryan Velazquez, your host of Entrepreneur Weekly, Dipo alum. Thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much, guys, and of course, Jonathan Jelubi, thank you for having your fancy camera over there recording us. Have a good night, guys.
We're gonna have to do this again, guys. We're gonna have to do this again. Thank you, Jonathan. You are the man.